Your forecast first, sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Been a gorgeous weekend so far, but some big changes are coming. Here is the Fayetteville Town Square. It's not cooling down too quick this evening. Right now, we're still in the upper 50s. That's because there is a south breeze and cloud cover is increasing ahead of a big system. We can see those clouds right there. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some drizzle heading into Sunday morning. And then during the afternoon, those rain chances, they're going to be on the increase, especially Sunday night and Monday. We could see some widespread rain, maybe even a few stronger storms. Beyond that, the forecast looks a whole lot different. Little taste of winter coming in. I'm going to time all this out, but first your news starts right now.
Proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community. This is KNWA News at 10.
Thanksgiving's just around the corner, and food insecurity can leave many families hungry during the holidays, but one group in the River Valley is looking to make a difference. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Casey Smith. Today in Fort Smith, families struggling with food insecurity got to take home a free Thanksgiving meal, complete with all the sides and fixins. You're getting a look right there and a time-lapse video of just how wide and vast the crowd was coming to today's event. But there was mac and cheese, there was potatoes, there was turkey, there was ham, there was everything and so much more that will be on families' tables this holiday season thanks to today's event. And that giveaway was hosted for the last 10 years by the Antioch for Youth and Family.
The mission to alleviate hunger is serious, and everyone knows around holidays they need a little bit of extra support. We're just thankful that we had so many people show up to be able to, hands down help us out with that, because it wouldn't be possible without it.
Ebony Tyson was one of the 150 volunteers at today's event, and she says that 18.9% of Arkansans struggle with food insecurity, making today's event that much more important. And many in Arkansas remember Jalen Williams for his days on the court in Bud Walton Arena, but families in Oklahoma remember him for so much more. Williams hosted a turkey giveaway of his own at Bethel Foundation this week in Oklahoma City. And the Razorback turned Oklahoma City Thunder forward, took part in the Thunder's Holiday Assist program that looks to combat food insecurity in the Sooner State.
For me, it's always been important to give back to the community, give back to the people that give to us, and doing things like this, being able to do this with my family and the people around me that helped me and got me to where I'm at is something I'll never pass up on.
Great player, even better person. This is Williams' second time participating in Holiday Assist, and he plans to come back for a third year next year.
Yes, ma'am.
And to help with childhood hunger in the natural state, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced Arkansas will continue its participation in the Summer EBT program in 2025. The program will provide $120 in food benefits for each eligible child in Arkansas schools during the summer months to make sure they're properly fed and not going hungry. Children who receive SNAP benefits and those that are eligible for free and reduced meals will automatically qualify for summer EBT benefits. If you've been driving along Interstate 49 and noticing some debris, the Arkansas Department of Transportation may be able to soon help with that. RDOT received a $1 million grant, which will be used to buy between 20 and 25 lane blade devices. They attach to the front of RDOT trucks and can remove debris from the roadways without workers having to get out of their vehicles, which is potentially beneficial when working wrecks or even other severe weather events. Could the current vehicle emission standards under the Environmental Protection Agency be in danger? Congressional Republicans and President-elect Donald Trump are taking a hard look at the standards, and KNWA's Rashad Hudson has more.
A key piece of President Biden's legacy is on the chopping block.
And I think that's what President Trump is going to bring, is a good dose of common sense to improvements in environmental standards.
New York Congressman Nick Langworthy says many of President Biden's climate goals, like stricter tailpipe emissions and the push toward electric vehicles, need to be reevaluated.
We can improve our environment, but while not shackling the U.S. economy.
West Virginia Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito wants to repeal the parts of the Inflation Reduction Act that deal with climate change.
A lot of what they have in there is spending on Green Bank and environmental justice.
Now that Republicans control Congress, Capito believes they can make major changes to President Biden's environmental policies.
clawing back some of the regulatory areas that we've seen the Biden administration overreach.
And Tennessee Republican Senator Bill Hagerty says Trump supports the technologies.
He's just against an overreaching bureaucracy that tries to dictate the behavior and control Americans.
But Delaware Democratic Senator Chris Coons says the U.S. must increase electric vehicle manufacturing.
I think there is a clean energy transition underway worldwide. The Chinese are currently the dominant global manufacturer of electric vehicles.
Coons says he remains optimistic Congress will work in a bipartisan way to keep car climate goals. In Washington, Rashad Hudson, KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.
The lights were shining and the stockings, they were hung by the chimney with care at this year's Festival of Trees in Fayetteville. The festival auctions off fully decorated trees to raise money for the historic preservation of Mount Sequoia. More than 85 buildings make up Mount Sequoia's historic district, and all of tonight's proceeds go toward its upkeep.
All of the funds generated, this fundraiser in particular, are going to support historic preservation. So that means upkeep of the buildings, the grounds. We've been here since 1922, so there's a lot of historic preservation to do.
Attendees of the festival also got to enjoy a live painting session and live music. And our annual Magical Christmas Toy Drive is back. This is a live look at the toy vault inside our secondary KNWA studio in Rogers. And if you want to help us fill this vault a little bit more, because, hey, nobody's complaining about more presents, that's for sure. You can donate toys at one of our sponsors' locations. You can find that full list of drop-off spots over on KNWA.com. And then next month, we'll deliver those presents to the Salvation Army. Residents of Missouri are left wondering whether the Kansas City Chiefs and the Royals will remain in the Show Me state or if they're going to make the move to Kansas. Coming up here, how Missouri's governor sees the situation. And the Razorbacks, they fell short a little bit to Texas this afternoon. Coming up, our Picture All Nation team breaks down what all went wrong for the Hogs.
It's been a quiet weekend, but some changes are coming tomorrow. Rain chances are back in the forecast, and especially into Monday, we can expect widespread rain, storm potential. Beyond that, it gets very cold. We're going to time out this active forecast coming up in weather.
Closed captioning brought to you by Landers Toyota NWA in Rogers, where character and reputation.
Ticket is all it takes. Get yours and good luck. This is winning.
Now, from the state's largest sports team, this is your Pig Trail Nation report.
It's frustrating. We work on it every day besides Thursday. those plays are the ones we've got to make that we're not making.
A game of missed opportunities for Arkansas, falling 20-10 to Texas tonight at Razorback Stadium. Welcome into your Big Trail Nation report. Alyssa Orange alongside DJ Williams. And DJ, again, the message in the press conference afterwards was not winning the turnover battle. And it is the one thing in all of their losses this year that you can point your finger at.
Yeah, and obviously, it's going to happen. And defensively, we miss some opportunities. First of all, Clark did a great job chasing down the running back. Ball just kind of goes out of bounds. Hopefully those bounce your way. And then I believe Ewers gave us 2 opportunities for interceptions. Didn't capitalize on either one of them. But on the offensive side of the ball, yeah, it's just tough. The pick that Taylor threw early should have been a catch by Bro. Beautiful throw. It was a double move. I think he was just a little timid, and you got to hate that from a guy like that who probably in practice does very well. Get to game day, it's not the same thing. Ball falls into the lap of Texas, and then obviously when you have that freshman coming at the end, and I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised he was in that situation. Crunch time, not getting a lot of playing time throughout the entire game. You throw him in a situation like that. That's one thing they don't think about a lot is, ball security. He's just thinking 1,000 miles an hour. So interesting choice there. I won't harp too much on it. So, yes, a lot left out on this field, and this one is tough, and I have to go back and watch this tape, Alyssa, because Arkansas could have won this game.
They really could have. Sam Pittman was asked about C.J. Brown in that moment, and he said if he's out there, we trust him, we have faith in him. It just is unfortunate that he wasn't able to hold on to the football. For this Arkansas offense, a slow start in the first half. They go into halftime with no points on the board, and we even thought maybe, hey, a couple plays here and there, at least try to get a field goal before you go into the break. But they were able to change some things at the break, and they ran the football a little bit better, which gave them an opportunity.
It was the sacks that killed us on those drives where we're getting down towards the goal line or at least in field goal range, and it gets to like a second or a third down, and Taylor, he sits in the pocket for a long time. A lot of people are giving the O-line a hard time. There was plenty of plays where Taylor was back there forever. He just got a little antsy and makes some bad decisions. He has to throw the ball away sometimes and just move on to the next play. But taking a sack for over 12 yards, it puts you out of field goal range and just kills the drive.
I love that you bring that up because Taylor was asked about it after the game.
I'm glad we have like the film, that we can watch film on the sidelines. So we're talking about it. I talk about what I'm thinking. And, that's, one thing in my game that I have to, be better at. I can't always use my legs. And, being the SEC, everybody's fast. And so maybe the best play is either, check it down, or sometimes, Coach Petrino says the best play is just throwing it away. So, that's what, I have to do a better job at and, improving my game.
This is going to be a tough game to look at the tape because, again, so many opportunities for Arkansas to defeat the third-ranked team in the country. Just couldn't get it done tonight. A 20-10 loss to Texas. 2 more games, DJ, on the schedule.
Good. They're so overrated. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. We feel you on that. Louisiana Tech and Missouri still on the schedules. Arkansas looks to get that 6th win and become bowl eligible. For DJ Williams, I'm Alyssa Orange. That is going to do it for your Pig Trail Nation report.
The Pig Trail Nation is sponsored by Crane Automotive Team.
It's $3.39. Pick from any of these McDonald's classics.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Zach Gilday. Certified most accurate by WeatherAid.
It sure was a bit chilly first thing this morning. Check out today's lows. Most areas were in the lower to mid 40s. Even saw a few 30s. Now tonight, I think it's going to be a whole lot warmer because as we went throughout the day, we saw those high clouds increasing all ahead of our next chance of rain. Nice sunset with those high clouds moving in. And right now, still seeing those clouds filtering in. So it's going to become mainly cloudy heading into tomorrow morning. Here's a Posey Mountain view stepping out of the way. What a crystal clear lens. We can even see a few stars because those clouds are pretty thin now. And the sensor seems to be down. So, but I would, if I had to make a guess, I would say mid 50s. So definitely not as cool as where we were last evening. Here is a Fort Smith view. Temperatures across the area. Again, upper 50s for some. Clarksville is the cool one out, but because there is a wind picking up and the clouds are rolling in, tonight it's going to stay pretty mild for this time of year. Lower to mid 50s for most areas. That's above average. And as we go throughout the day tomorrow, there will be chances for rain. I wouldn't be surprised if heading into tomorrow morning, we had a little bit of light drizzle as those clouds increase. And then especially tomorrow, late evening, so I think 10 p.m. to around midnight, rain chances really go way up and then go down a little bit towards daybreak Monday, and then Monday afternoon, those chances for rain are going to be going way up. So River Valley painting a pretty similar picture, so definitely seeing those rain chances picking up tomorrow, but not tonight. It looks quiet. We're seeing cloud cover increasing across the area. Here is that day 3 risk. So this is for Monday 7 a.m. through Tuesday 7 a.m. We could see some isolated severe weather in that light green. That's a marginal, so level 1 out of 5 for that severe potential. Gusty winds, heavy rain, those are the main threats for Monday. And we are already seeing some watches and warnings popping up. There is a flash flood watch just west of us, including portions of northeast Oklahoma. I wouldn't be surprised if that got extended into our area for tomorrow into Monday, because we are expecting some heavy rain with this big system. We can see that trough dipping all the way down into Mexico. So definitely a big system off to our west. And one of the effects of this massive system is the winds are going to be quite strong as this piece of energy moves through. That will be the focus for our chances for rain Monday. And here is the future track. So again, tonight, increasing cloud cover going throughout the day Sunday. We do have that chance for rain. I think the best chance of rain moves in late Sunday into Sunday night. Here is midnight, so heading into Monday, there will be a good chance of rain, and then Monday during the afternoon, I think that's the main event for our chances for rain. And notice those winds sustained up to 30 miles per hour, and wind gusts may be approaching 40. Definitely a big system, definitely will be windy, and rainfall totals maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain for the next 3 days. So the areas that have the heavy rain will have some flash flood potential. Beyond that, we get pretty chilly as the system passes through. Windy Willie's back on the forecast, ushering in that weather pattern change. And then beyond that, the lows in the 20s. That's different. It hasn't been that cold in a while. Highs only in the 40s. Another Razorback game, Louisiana Tech coming into town next Saturday. But by next weekend, temperatures should be back up to around average. So a little taste of winter coming in.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That says 26 on my screen.
Yeah.
Was that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. So definitely
what are we doing
get ready,
here, Zach?
Yeah, we're gonna have to break out the ice scraping forecast.
Yeah, no kidding. Windy Willie. I mean, I got a sunburn on like the side of my face.
See
I
that,
had to put a little bit extra makeup on to try and cover it up from the Razorback game earlier today.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna be in the 20s. What's up with that?
It's that time of year. You saw that jet stream, that deep trough. That means big temperature swings, big changes.
That's for sure. The rain, and you're even talking about maybe a slight potential for wintry mix maybe later in the week.
We were talking about that for next week, but the models the past couple of days kind of took it out. So I haven't been mentioning it, but I'm keeping a close eye on it. If it trends towards winter weather, I will definitely talk more about it.
Okay, well, regardless of whether it hits us this week, wintry mix makes me think of playoff football, something the Kansas City Chiefs are no strangers to. A little bit of rain in recent years as well. Obviously, not what you want to see at Kauffman Stadium for the Kansas City Royals. Well, could these teams maybe be looking for a new home? A little bit more after the break. Learn more about the Show Me State's efforts to keep these teams in Missouri, or if they could be moving maybe to Kansas. Stick with us.
Choice. It's our Black Friday and year-end clearance event going on now across all Sam's locations.
You're watching KNWA News at 10.
Missouri Governor Mike Parson says he's expecting to know a little bit more about the future of both the Kansas City Chiefs and the Royals within the next 2 months. Our Emily Manley is asking Parson what's being done to keep both teams in the Show Me State.
Earlier this year, Kansas passed legislation to entice the Chiefs and the Royals to move to the Sunflower State. But Missouri says not so fast. Both Parson and Governor-elect Mike Kehoe say they've been talking to the teams and believe they will both stay in the Show Me State.
I believe there'll be some things before, hopefully in the next 60 days, that we'll know a little bit more clarity before I do leave office.
Missouri's 57th governor continues to say the state will be competitive.
The hype about Kansas, them offering all this, you know, really, they got a bunch of little fancy words for their packages, but it's not much different than ours.
Over the summer, Kansas Governor Laura Kelly signed off on a plan to help the teams pay for up to 70% of the cost of new stadiums with bonds. Parson saying he believes the Chiefs will build a new training facility at a new location.
I don't necessarily think all of this is going to end up in Jackson County. I do believe parts of these, whether it's the Royals or the Chiefs, I do believe they will be in another county before this is all over.
Back in April, Jackson County voters rejected a stadium sales tax, which would have helped fund a new ballpark for the Royals and renovated Arrowhead Stadium. Missouri's next governor believes voters passing sports betting is part of the solution of the teams staying put.
But whatever we do has to be a good return on taxpayer dollars. I've been very consistent in saying that I'm not a fan of spending taxpayer dollars on stadiums.
Newly elected Senate President Pro Temp Cindy O'Laughlin expects this to be a key issue in the upcoming legislative session.
I really believe both teams want to stay, and I think if we just keep working at it, maybe we can find a position that'll work.
Parson says this must be a priority for the incoming administration. This week, the Kansas City Chiefs hired a research group to conduct interviews and surveys to help with the ongoing decision of where their future home should be. Reporting from Missouri Capitol Bureau, I'm Emily Manley.
We're looking for the women who are making our community better. Nominations are open for this year's Remarkable Women contest. From across the country, 125 amazing women will be celebrated in Los Angeles. And we need all of your help to make sure someone from Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley are there to represent the region. To nominate someone, just head on over to our website, look for the contest tab, and then click on the Remarkable Women nominations that are open now through December 20th. In the meantime, though, be sure to stick around. It's meteorologist Zach Gilday as a final check your forecast coming up after a quick break.
Months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
You know, Zach, we were talking a little bit earlier just kind of about the sunburn I got just from the heat today.
Yeah.
One of the cool things I thought that Arkansas did at the football game today, just honoring all of the teams and stuff like that. Obviously, the track and field team with Chris Bucknam and Chris Johnson, they are just in the middle of a dynasty there.
Yeah.
Track and field school, if you will. But, I mean, the weather today, you just couldn't beat it. You couldn't beat any of the honorees that they had. 1964 national champion team with Jerry Jones out there as well.
A lot of great history, and this weather is about to be history because some changes are coming in. We got Windy Willie on there, and he ushers in big weather changes. And with this Monday system, it's going to be windy, it's going to be rainy, a storm potential will be there, and then the colder air moves in. Check out those lows, 20s, highs in the 40s. That's different. And by the weekend, should be warming up to on average, just in time for another Razorback game.
I don't think Windy Willie got honored on the field today. Hopefully he's out of the system, makes it a little bit easier for Taylor Green to throw the ball.
See what happens.
Yep.